With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now this defense for the Commanders, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The Seahawks at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Okay, right?
Walker now on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Lance. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander, a short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Touchdown, Washington! Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So that a very nice looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Lance looking to throw it. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And Walker once more. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Play action, now it's Lance. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The 19-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Chavez. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
32-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Lance to throw it. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On second down, it's Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in fourth down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 34. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, McCaffrey fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on third down, Alexander. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On the end around, here comes Williams. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Well, the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 9, second and 5. Now Lance. setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Alexander. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Alexander. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Come on.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw on 2nd down, Alexander. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. In his own end zone, it's Lance. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And some room to work. And they work this out past the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here we go, set.
Lance now on first down. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready.
A final shot before half for Lance. Forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Alexander. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Alexander working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big yardage that time for Washington. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Throwing on first down. Alexander. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Nice movement. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Mark Andrews, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Commanders 14, Seahawks 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Here's Lance. He finds his man complete. That's Chavez. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Running right, here's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lance now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Chavez. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Working from the gun, Lance. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw, it's Lance. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
A 52-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the running backer, who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Washington. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And Lance going to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Here's 2nd and 10.
17.
Lance looking to throw it. Throw out wide to Walker. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, Lance able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Lance. He finds his man. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commander's touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled
this possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lance to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On first down, Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now Lance. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he's got it. Right in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Lance going to try to throw for this. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, How aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Alexander on the slant. Here's Smith-Njigba. Well, he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Alexander. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. This is 1st and 10. Lance back to throw. Gets this to Phillip. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go, set.
Running left is Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the Commanders' 6-yard line.
Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up. On the ground, this is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Set, go. White. Hut.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
For the Seahawks field goal, a 20-yard attempt.
It through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before, and this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Well, this one probably was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Seahawks, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.